The NBA general managers have spoken, and they say overwhelmingly that the Miami Heat will win their third straight title, and LeBron James will repeat as the MVP. I'm Kerry Chow, joined by ESPN.com NBA writer Brian Windhorst. Brian, of the 30 GMs polled, a whopping 76% say the Heat will win. Does that number surprise you?
It surprises me, especially because it wasn't like the Heat swept through the playoffs last year. They struggled, had to go to Game 7 in the last two rounds. And you look at how much stronger, especially the East is. The Heat, or any team, is going to have to win probably two tough series to get out of the East. So certainly I agree with the Heat as the favorite. That's who I'm picking. And I'm picking that because they have LeBron James, who's the best player in his prime. That's who you'd bet on. But I'm really surprised that 3 out of 4 or even more general managers said the Heat were going to win their third straight title. It's hard to win 3 in a row.
Certainly. And speaking of LeBron James, the general managers, 69% of them say he will win another MVP. Who's the biggest challenger to that MVP?
We've been waiting for the last couple of years for Kevin Durant to take that mantle. And he's going to be in a situation this year with maybe without Russell Westbrook for a while in the early part of the season, without James Harden, where we're going to get a good evaluation of just where he is as a player. We've seen him become more of a playmaker over the last couple of years. He had a game in the preseason where he had 12 assists, and then he came back the next game and had 36 points in 22 minutes. Those are MVP-type numbers. We know he's got the talent to do it. We're waiting for it to happen. I've thought for a while there would be voter fatigue on LeBron. Sometimes you just, even if a player plays really well, the voters get tired of voting for the same guy. LeBron's won it 4 to 5 years. Let's see if this is the year Durant can take that step.
Now, you brought up James Harden. So for the first time in 12 years, Kobe Bryant not voted as the best shooting guard in the league. Instead, it's James Harden. What do you think about that?
Well, I think we can just see right there the respect level James Harden has had in 1 year. A year ago at this time, the Oklahoma City Thunder didn't think James Harden was worth a max contract. And now we see that the GMs think he's the best shooting guard in the league, unseating Kobe, which is more of a reaction to his injury, but also James Harden was a better player than Kobe last year when they were both healthy. So he plays in a great system that's tailored to him. The Rockets are a team on the upswing. He's going into his prime. I think it's a pick that most people would agree with if they can get past their emotional connection to a guy like Kobe Bryant.
Now, an interesting thing about this poll is that actually more GMs voted for Kevin Durant at shooting guard than Dwayne Wade, and we talked about their Twitter beef, for lack of a better term. I mean, what do you make of that?
Yeah, well, you had Dwayne getting upset naturally that Kevin Durant didn't think he was a top 10 player. Well, according to the GMs on this survey, most of them think Kevin Durant sliding to shooting guard, which is not his natural position, he's better than Dwayne Wade there. And I think at the end of the day, this is what is a driving point for Dwayne coming into this season. He is fired up by the fact that people think he's past his prime and too hurt and not able to play. He's in the best shape he's been in a few years, and I think this is just one more thing for Dwayne to put on the mantle to try to prove people wrong. Now, not just media and fans, but also the general managers.
Certainly going to be highly motivated. For more stuff from Brian Windhorst, be sure to check out our ESPN NBA page. For Brian Windhorst, I'm Kerry Chow with your latest ESPN headline.